So what we're going to calculate first is how to find the expected value of x, or as we write it, ex, right? The e stands for expected value, and x is our random variable. So this is how we find the expected value of x. And if we think about what this represents is, if let's just say I took like 1 million people and asked them all to choose a number based off of this probability, then if I took all those numbers and found the average of those 1 million people, what number would I end up with? So it doesn't necessarily happen to be an actual value of x, although it could be, but it's just on average, what would they all come out to be? So the way we're going to calculate the expected value of x is using this formula. We're going to take the sum of all, I'm going to write it like this, x sub I times the probability that x equals x sub I. So what does this mean is we're going to take the sum of each x sub I, meaning x sub I is every single possible answer. So I'm going to go through x sub 1, which means 10 is the first one, and x sub 2 and x sub 3. So here we're going to go through every single possible one of these and fill it in times its probability. And then we're just going to sum all those terms together. So using this formula, we're going to find the expected value of x in our case. So expected value of x is equal to, we're going to find the sum of a bunch of things. So let's go through them one by one. So let's start with the first term, which is 10, times its probability. So the probability that our random variable is that value 10. So that's 0.3. And then we're going to add it to the next one. So now we move on to the next value that x could take on. And that value is 20, so I'm going to take 20 times its probability, which is 0.5. And last, we're going to go to the third term, and add that at the end. So this is, again, the value it can take on, which is 30, times its probability, which is 0.2. And if we multiply and add this together, then we get our expected value of x, or the average value that for our random variable x. So doing this, we're going to get 3 plus 10. And then here, if I take that, we're going to get plus 6. And adding these three and finding the sum of all the terms, we get 13 plus 6 is 19. So the expected value of x, is 19. So if I were to take, again, millions of people and have them randomly choose a number based on these probabilities and then divided by those millions of people, on average, the value of x would be about 19.